guys, welcome back to Big Case Cards and Collectibles. Today we're going to look at some autographs.
Hey, so welcome back, everyone. One of the first team builders that Julia got to do a couple weeks ago, we just haven't had a chance to get this up, but now that things have slowed down a little bit, we can start getting some more videos up. We went to this thing called Empowering Girls for Life. Growing Strong. Basically, it's just a lot of mentors, people that you can pick for mentors or very successful women that, your daughters could look up to. They gave a story, how to follow your dreams, and things of that nature. And what was the coolest part about it? Who did you meet?
Jenny Finch.
Yeah, who was the other one you were about to say?
Elena Myers-Taylor. 3-time Olympian.
Oh, you're Olympian? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Miss Taylor. She was pretty cool. So, we got to meet your idol, Jenny Finch. How lucky were we on that? Like, that was just pure luck, right? Like, we got so lucky, and we posted that picture. It was just pure luck that we were able to catch her right before she was walking on stage. We just happened to be walking back to our seats, and Jenny was standing right there, and we're like, "Oh, Julia, ask her if she'll take a picture with you." And Jenny's never says no. She's phenomenal, really good about giving back to the community, and always, she never says no to a kid. That's just the best way to say it. So, all the speakers that were there, we had Jenny Finch, Natasha Watley. They were both Olympians, played on the U.S. team. We had Coach Kate and Coach Yvette, college softball coaches. And we had Alyssa Carson, who, her story, really amazing. She decided at a very, very, very young age that she was going to do what?
Be an astronaut and go to Mars.
Right? This kid at the age of 3, this young lady, she just graduated high school, so I call her a kid. She just graduated high school. She's the youngest ever to go through the astronaut program and be certified to be an astronaut, and actually has been selected to be one of the people that are going to go to Mars on the Mars mission. That's insane. And she said her biggest thing that we get from her story was, she said, you have to dream the impossible and then chase that dream. Like, don't just dream like, oh, I want to get a good grade this year. Like, she's saying, those are good things and good goals, but she's like, you have to have the really, really big goal, like some crazy goal, and go after that. And she did. It was nuts. She saw a cartoon when she was 3 years old, and they went to space, and that took it off from there. It was just nuts. Catherine Switzer wasn't there, but she was the very first one to run the Boston Marathon as a numbered contestant, but she wasn't able to attend. Now, Miss Taylor, her story is pretty crazy. Now, she is a 3-time medalist in the Olympics for bobsled. Julie, what did she want to be, though?
A softball player, an Olympian softball player.
She wanted to be an Olympic softball player. And what happened when she was at team trials?
She didn't do as good as she thought she would.
She says she had one of the most horrible tryouts ever and got cut. She said, I was throwing a ball around, I couldn't hit. It was just horrible. It was just completely horrible. And she sat in the car crying with her dad, and her dad said, well, it wasn't meant to be, and there was a reason for this. And one day her mom's watching the Olympics and says, hey, there's women doing this bobsled thing. You didn't really know much about it. It's like, hey, this bobsled, why can't you be like these women? Who says that you have to do softball? Why can't you, what do you tell me, you can't be like them and strong like them? And what did she do?
She went and practiced bobsledding.
She called up knew nothing about it, right? Calls up, Googles it, and finds out where there's a team trial, and then makes it, and then becomes a 3-time medalist in the Olympics for bobsled, and was the first woman pilot in the 4-man men's division. It's just really insane. Didn't make it as softball, which was her dream. Becomes an Olympian in bobsled. It's just amazing story. So, and we got to meet all these women, and they signed this poster for Julia. Jennifer Terrell is a softball coach and principal. It's just very motivated. Always seeking your dreams. Patricia is a journalist. We had Oakman was a journalist. She was the keynote speaker. And then I'm not sure how to say Jody's last name. I'm going to say Norgard. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, so apologize. But she created a series, toys. She was getting a toy for someone, for a little girl. And she found like most of the toys at the store were always about, dressing up, putting on makeup, trying to look sexy all the time, or was just this like always as an object and never as kind of an individual or somebody with goals, and it really frustrated her. So she created this thing called Go-Go Sports Girls, and she ended up they did a book series. So she created a doll that she took measurements of her daughter and like made it proportionately correct, and made a bunch of different sports. And eventually, after 5 years, she was about to give up. And what happened? Do you remember what company picked her up?
Walmart.
Walmart said, if you could create a book series to go with these dolls, we'll take it. And that's what she did. She was just about to give up on it because people loved it, but it was always, and see, it's all about struggles and accomplishments and, winning and failing all at the same together, and, just everything that goes with sports. And she wrote the books, and Walmart picked her up, and here she is. She has the Go-Go series, which is really cool. And then we did get a card from Alyssa. This one wasn't signed. We just put it on the side. And they did sign our program as well. They went through and we got double autographs, so that's pretty cool. So really cool stories. I would if you're in the Chicago area. When they do this next year, I would highly recommend it. Even if you have it doesn't even have to be a girl, but they're all just successful stories. I mean, it can apply to anybody. Yes, it is. It's growing strong, empowering girls for life. But if you have a youngster, I would highly recommend taking your youngster there as well. So that was really neat. Some really cool stuff there. So then a few days later, we ended up going to the Chicago Bandits game, which is a professional
The softball league.
Professional softball team in the Chicagoland area, and we managed to get the entire roster. It's really cool. What do they do after the game? Tell us, what do they do?
They sign autographs. They sign like things like hats and balls.
Yeah, any memorabilia. They'll sign anything for you. They line up, so their locker room. Literally, they have to walk through the concourse to go to the locker room the way they set it up, and they put up like a rope line along, and the little girls or fans, we'll just say fans, but it's mostly little girls. But you line up along the rope, and each one stops, talks to you, and then will sign or take a picture. And do you remember who we got? Who we took our picture with from Florida? Pitcher. Can you remember her name? Kelly
Hartman.
Barnhill. So it was really cool. We watched Kelly Barnhill in the College World Series, and she's a Gator, and she's on the team. So we did get to take a picture with her, and literally the entire roster, like coaching staff, everybody, like they just walk by and they literally sign everything. It's really cool. What do you want to add in there, sweetheart?
Me?
Yeah, what do you want to add in here? We're almost at 10 minutes, so we're like at the end of making a video. What would you like to finish with?
Go to the Growing Strong thing if you could.
Why? Give us one reason why you think people should go.
Because it's really cool, and it can motivate you to do things you never thought you would do.
Right? It absolutely to motivate you to do things that you never thought you could do. And that's really the whole theme of it is, just because you thought you were going to do one thing, turns out you might do something else. Or the simple fact that never give up on your dreams. You just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and go for it. So, and it was really cool. We really enjoyed it. And I'm hoping that, that the speakers rotate. I would like to see a new group of speakers for next year. I don't know, it was our first time ever going there. So I'm hoping next year's speakers are a different mix, because it's really cool to hear the success stories coming out, that's out there. And I think it's just phenomenal, for my daughter to be able to hear these stories. Let's see, we got some more signatures in there. So that's it for this video. We appreciate you watching. Oh, you know what we did? We got a Jenny Finch autograph too when we were there. Not just this poster, but we had our poster, but it was too hard to unroll. We can finish that. Jenny did sign a really cool poster that Julia got for Christmas. Again, got just pure lucky. She just happened to be on the side signing the posters because she had to leave, and we just walked by, and she was more than happy to sign Julia's poster, so we did get that signed too. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. What are you gonna finish with?
Ring the bell and subscribe.
And give us a thumbs up. I'll be Big K. And give us a thumbs up. All right, so thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you guys next time.